When the COVID-19 pandemic first began and many of us were stuck together working at home, I came across an Instagram ad for what looked like one of those old radio station on the air signs from the 1940s. I love retro things, as documented by my random collection of things throughout the office and my house. But this particular product drew my interest because it was a digital display that could be controlled by an app on your phone. Known as the BusyBox D for digital, I had a few ways to use this nifty device in mind. So I bit the bullet and backed it on Indiegogo. 2 years later, and ironically, right when I caught COVID-19 for the first time, the BusyBox showed up at the office. So, after recovering, I finally got a chance to unbox it and try it out. Is this what I hoped it would be? A lot has changed since I put that order in. So, I'm Alex from the Sypnotix. Let's take a look at the BusyBox D. As this was a crowdfunding endeavor, I was pleasantly surprised when I saw how well the BusyBox was packaged. It's not one of those presentations that will blow you away when you open it, but everything is neatly and safely tucked together. The BusyBox D we have comes with two swappable plate covers in black and also white. There's a wall mounting tape, a USB-C to USB-A cable, and some paperwork. That's all there is to it. The BusyBox D sign is split into three pieces that contribute to how it functions. To charge the 10,000 milliamp hour battery through the USB-C port, you'll have to remove the cover plate. BusyBox says the device charges in less than 5 hours and can be run on a full charge for 10 plus hours. After removing the cover, that'll leave the 1280 by 480p LCD display in the forefront. That display is actually connected to a wall mount plate that has a lock mechanism with an arrow to match the back of the display part. That mounting plate is where you stick on the included command strips to it and also the wall. The cover plate and display port are held together by a magnet, which is quite sturdy with its pull. It's a pretty easy process to pull on and off this device from the wall. As the most expensive product in the lineup at $299, the BusyBox D naturally supplies owners with more functionality than its siblings like its Indiegogo partner, the BusyBox S, and the new product offerings, the BusyBox P and the BusyBox R. They've been busy. The S and the R require swappable message signs that are illuminated by a backlight. That saves on production costs. The BusyBox D is more sophisticated as it utilizes the free-to-use app on Android and iOS to customize the message that it displays. Unlike the manually removable messages that need to be swapped on the cheaper options, the D can actually be used as an external display for various things other than just messages by linking through Bluetooth with a smart device. Once linked with the app, there are 8 preset cards that can be customized with text, color, and font. You can even upload a file or picture to the gallery, although I actually have yet to successfully find a working combination that displays properly on here. On the BusyBox website, they say that the BusyBox can work with other applications like Google Calendar and even voice assistants to control the display. I've enabled the features, but I haven't been able to get it to work yet, just quite yet. Keep in mind that the more sophisticated a product is, the more potential for bugs. And whereas the BusyBox that uses those word cards that we're talking about that can be swapped, that can have the text on it, it always has the text on it because it's actually printed. This particular model relies on its companion app to actually work. Without it, it's just a black box that isn't busy at all. I'm sure I'll get the kinks worked out in my full review later on, and I'll be sure to discuss how successful or not my daily usage of the product integrates with the features that they advertise. As with many other tech Indiegogo and Kickstarter products I've backed and personally invested money in, I've noticed, and this is no different, that the hardware seems to be pretty good, but the software, in terms of the app, needs some work, and I do think BusyBox seems to be on the right track. They have a lot of updates. They constantly communicate with their backers and also the public, and they have a lot of new products coming out. So I do think it will be better the more time we have invested with this product. However, I don't want to add too much commentary, as I'll save that for the full review when I've had more time with the BusyBox. But I bet a lot of people are wondering why you would even need to buy something like this. Well, I'll tell you the reason I really wanted the BusyBox. When they reeled me in as a millennial shopping on Instagram ads, like, they totally got me there. Back in 2020, I was producing and co-starring in a podcast with Sari called Incoherent Geek Shit. After moving to my new house at the time, which you see here, I set up a filming studio room for our various endeavors. I have a lot of stuff and gear in here. Little did we know, we'd also be using another room in the house as an office, as both Lita and I were working from home full-time due to COVID. The universal sign that you're busy is when your door is closed. However, that isn't always helpful to convey your current status when you're also occupying a room in your home that has other functions as well that you need the room to do, you know? And I immediately envisioned the BusyBox to glorify my home studio, just as I've always admired those same exact on-air signs at those live broadcast studios I used to work at when I was younger. Fast forward 2 years into the future, which is now, and although the BusyBox actually made it to my hands, as shocking as it is, which is pretty rare for my crowdfunding record, our podcast actually ended its run. Sari and I are no longer doing that current podcast. I still, however, have many other ways to utilize the BusyBox D to let my roommates know when I'm recording YouTube videos and when they're welcome inside my room. One day, when I have the right room set up, the BusyBox will also be an open sign for my home arcade. There's plenty of different ways to ultimately use the BusyBox D to enhance your setup. It just requires creativity and a vision of something you desire. Once again, I'm Alex from the Sypnotix. If you enjoy watching these videos of these interesting tech products that you may not have heard of, let me know in the comments below, because we would love to know what you guys want to see, and then we would like to invest money in these things so you guys don't have to. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys next time.
Well, look at that. You made it to the end of the video. Be sure to subscribe, follow us at all our social media links, and also definitely check out our website, sypnotix.com. You won't regret it.